Hello, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. It's been a long time since I've done some card readings, and I thought I would do some chakra readings on some of the key players that are on the world stage, as it were. Okay. So, of course, we're going to start with the 47th President of the United States. I just want to point out that vibrationally, the 47 energy is the Seven of Cups in the tarot, and it is considered a initiation of the personality on the Tree of Life. It's the only 11 that's in the lower self, and so in a way, it's a gateway to a higher sense of connecting to our higher selves. So perhaps we could utilize this presidency for that. Um, it's also the number of Elon Musk's shadow. And the shadow in a chart is where we're wounded. And he's definitely wounded in his relationships. The path, um, the Sephiroth that particular vibration sits in is the green one, and I'll move aside. Oops, wrong direction. I'll move aside so you can see it. See number 7 there? That's where it sits, the 4711 vibration. And in a way, we could say that Elon's shadow helped to select, perhaps, the president, the 47th president. And so it's very interesting. It's also the card of illusion and delusion. And so a lot of what we're seeing with this president and his administration is smoke and mirrors. A lot of it is illegal. A lot of stuff they're doing is illegal, but they're doing it anyway to see how far they can push things. And if we want to have a country pass this presidency, we can utilize all of this chaos and all of these systems that are being tested to figure out how we could build a better system. Okay, so let's take a look at Donald Trump's chakras. We're going to start with the root chakra. And the root chakra is the chakra of the family. It's a survival chakra. It's connected to the lower part of the body. We sit on our root chakra, if you know what I mean here. And we get the Queen of Swords. So we get the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is someone who has a sense of what at least they consider to be just and fair. Just and fair, okay? So in a way, he's standing on his understanding of the law. In his sacral chakra, that's his belly chakra, that is the chakra, the water chakra, the chakra associated with sex and money and power, we get the Four of Wands. 4 is a stable number. It's also the number of crisis, but in here there's a sense of a foundation being built on beliefs. So it's a very nice card for that part of his body. So at this time, energetically, it doesn't seem like there's an issue there. His solar plexus, we have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is protecting, fighting, right? It's the wounded warrior. It's the guy who continues to fight even after many battles. So he is still standing up for his right to rule the world. Let's check out his heart. So he is at a crossroads. There's a relationship that he is at a loss for deciding what to do with. Now, the first person that came into my head when I looked at this was Putin. Putin. It's almost like he doesn't want to see that a decision has to be made here. So I think Putin is breaking his heart a little bit. He thought that he was buds with Putin. And of course, Putin is not the type of person who necessarily wants friends. Let's see the throat chakra. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is about a new creation, a new project, and he'll be talking about it. So whatever project he's talking about now is the one primary in his mind. I know he was thinking of doing a ballroom or something like that, and pave paradise, put up a parking lot. So that's what he's talking about. He's talking about how he wants things to be nicer and prettier, and the redecorating Trump. All right, let's see what his third eye. His third eye is pretty active right now. It looks like he is getting a sense between him and his minions what the future looks like here, what the future looks like. He's sort of looking over the great expanse of things, and he has all his little minions here working for him, right? He's getting information from the bottom to the top, and so he has a clear vision in a way of what's coming his way. And let's see the crown. So we have transformation, change, and death. The crown is where we connect with spirit, where we connect with spirit. Having the death card there could indicate that he is ready, whether he knows it or not, to cross over. So it's that, or he could be thinking about death. He could be thinking about his legacy, what he's going to be known for. To him, it doesn't matter if he did it or not, as long as he gets the trophy, right? So maybe he's thinking about the um, the Nobel Peace Prize. I think on a certain level, he feels like Barack Obama didn't really do anything to earn the Nobel Peace Prize because all he did was get elected and he won the prize, right? They gave it to him. Well, here you go, yay! There's a sane black man in charge of America. I don't blame him. Anyway, I'm sure there were better candidates at that point. I was happy that he was president, but I'm sure there were better candidates than Barack. But sometimes I think that Trump's like, well, he didn't do anything. I don't really need to do anything. I just need to say I did it. And so there's that. So what I would say about his chakras at this point, we have one, two, we have two air signs. We have the Queen of Swords and we have the Two of Swords. We have one, two, three. We have three. Fire. Fire is about aspiration and inspiration and creativity. And we have one Earth. So the Earth is symbolic of the physical body. We have the Ace of Pentacles sitting, which the Ace of Pentacles is not necessarily a bad card, but it's the only place where we have Earth in his chakras. So it's the only place that's um, real in some way. So I would say just listen to what he talks about, because I think whatever it is that he's talking about, that's primary in mind, but it feels like it has to do with the physical body. Now, it could be, his redecorating plans, as I said, but it could also be, the body is the body. So it could be about his body. It could be about somebody else's body. We'll keep an eye on that. He does feel like he sees everything that's coming, but the ultimate relationship, right, is our relationship with spirit, and the crown is where we leave. We in and out of the crown, right? And we have the death card there. So he's going through a transformational process for sure. And it could definitely be an exit point. So that's what I see for his chakras. All right. Now, I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to take a look at JD Vance, his chakra picture. So, his name is James, is it? Or is it John? James, I think. James David. Um, Vance, JD, Jolly Jolly. And he's sort of a relative newcomer as a young guy. I don't really have to tell you about JD Vance. So I'll say a couple of things. He's a Leo. He's got his Mars in Scorpio. So he's somebody who is very slippery about what he does. A lot of it is done behind the scenes. My mother would say that guy's got a lot behind his ears. That's what she would have said about JD Vance. He has had a number of names, and so far in his brief uh, step into the limelight, he's had a number of different personalities as well. The idea that the second most powerful person on the planet may have some sort of multiple personality thing going on here is not making us feel any more secure. But let's take a look and see what JD Vance's chakras look like. All right, I'm gonna just do this here. All right, let's start with his root. His root is his connection to family, his physical body, um, his karma. We have the 10 of cups here. This is the happy family, right? So, or this could be what you imagine the happy family to be. So there is a certain illusionary nature to this, or an idealism. So he has a very idealistic view of his perhaps purpose, that he's alive and walking the planet, because this is about you being alive and surviving and thriving, right? This card, as well as the chakra. All right, let's see where his sacral chakra, this is his chakras, his water chakra, his feelings, his emotions, his creativity on the physical plane. And we have the 6 of cups. So there's a nostalgia here, a nostalgia of home. Again, more cups. So far we have a lot of emotion. So there's a lot of emotions going on in his lower part of his body. This is also a card on the Tree of Life. It's located in Tippereth. That's the, whoops, right there. The yellow circle right there next to the card. That's associated with children and childhood. So he could even be remembering something that happened in childhood around issues of sex, money, and power. All right. That could be in his gut, so to speak. Let's see what his solar plexus is doing. Yeah, so he's planning on the great takeover, what he's going to do. He's on top of that wand there. He's looking around. He's like, when I'm in charge, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this. But you see behind him, you see the water? That water looks pretty, we'll say, active. So there's a lot of emotion here, a lot of motion and emotion. And he's on a yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. And that does look like maybe New York in the background. So from this perspective, he's either in Brooklyn or he's in New Jersey. Let's see his heart. Ooh, he's got something hidden. There's a secret. He has a secret in his heart. Um, a secret in his heart. The high priestess is connected to the moon in the on the Tree of Life, and he has his moon in Libra. So relationship is very, in fact, he has a lot of master numbers. You would have to go by the second name he's had in his life, which is James David Hamill. That's the name. JD, he hasn't vibrated into his JD Vance name yet. He won't do that till he's 64, assuming he keeps the name. Well, even if he doesn't keep the name. Well, anyway, yeah. So he has a secret in his heart. Let's see his throat. Yeah, he's the King of Wands. He comes up in my cards a lot as the King of Wands. He does believe that he is the king. He is um the future king, and he's getting all his Leo all primed up for that. His speech, right? He's getting all his speech primed up. Let's see his third eye. We get the Hermit. So this is interesting to have in the third eye. There's a sense of loneliness. There's a sense, you know what I feel like there's a sense that I think he feels like he has a higher purpose. I think part of it is getting in with Trump and then taking over from Trump. And then I think he has his own vision, or somebody, maybe a mentor, has his own vision of the future. So uh, this could be Theo, like looking through his third eye, like, or sort of channeling Theo to JD Vance, to JD Vance's vision, right? Okay. We'll see if that's the case. Now let's look at his crown, his connection to source energy, and we get the Two of Pentacles. So he's trying to find some balance between the two sides of himself. He's trying to find some balance between the two sides of himself. He's really thinking about the economy, because he's going to be left with a load of a messed up economy, and there's nothing that gets the pitchforks, the clubs and the pitchforks out faster than the economy. When people can't take care of their families, when they can't pay their rent, when they can't feed, clothe, or help their family stay healthy, that is not going to be a pretty sight. So what I would say about JD is he's planning for he's really, I want to say that there's a part of him that feels like he can overcome his challenges of his youth and his upbringing. That perhaps um, he has a vision, but I don't feel like it's his, not in these cards anyway. So he's waffling still. I don't see him taking any action per se. He has the Ace of Wands in his solar plexus. That is the action chakra, but it's like a beginning. It's a new idea. It's a creative. The Ace of Wands is a creative new idea, right? It's an ace. And he's holding a secret in his heart. So perhaps he's holding the secret of his own heart, what he really wants. Perhaps what we're seeing is what we think he wants. Although his actions have been aligned with, just power. Just power. Well, this guy changes personalities like he changes underpants. So who knows? Who knows? Okay, let's see. Let's take a look at JFK's Jr. RFK, sorry, John. Sorry, John. RFK Jr.'s chakras. Let's see, because he's kind of in hot water right now. So let's see what's going on with that guy. I mean, he's the same deck, the Crow deck. Let's take a look. RFK Jr. As I'm like thinking about his energy, I'm feeling it right here. Of course, we know he has a throat issue, some sort of, I don't know, some sort of genetic predisposition, or maybe it's the brain worm death. All right, let's see. I think I'm going to do his numbers for folks. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll get that out as soon as I can. Do his astrology and Kabbalah. Let's see what these show. Okay, his root chakra. Now, this is his family chakra. It'll be interesting to see what RFK Jr.'s family chakra looks like. Oh yeah, okay. The Six of Wands. He feels as though he comes from political political family royalty. He has a sense that he has what it takes because of his pedigree. Even though everything he's going for right now is opposite of, say, what his father and his uncle and his other uncle stood for. He feels like he has a pedigree. He stands on the shoulders of his ancestors. I think his ancestors might want to like knock him off, but I'm not arguing with the Kennedys. His chakra, his emotional chakra, sex, death, and power chakra, we get the Ten of Swords. So his belly is not doing too good right now. This is a sense of something is coming to an end. And it is the emotional chakra, so it could be a relationship. It may not be the relationship to the administration that he's in, but it could be maybe to his wife or something like that. He feels a severance of relationships. So there's that's a painful thing. I wouldn't be surprised if he would need surgery in that area of his body. Now, I know he's all into health and pumping iron and steroids, and he's got a super duper immune system, so he doesn't have to worry about that. But this could be some sort of surgery that he needs in his colon. Solar plexus, we have the high priestess. So something is hidden. His true intentions are hidden. His true intentions are hidden. Wow, that's interesting. His true intentions are hidden. All right, let's see his heart. Yeah, I think he is losing here in his relationship. I think a relationship for him is breaking up. It may be his wife. It could be a break from his family as well. It could be the family connection here. This is a Mars energy, and it's a Mars and Scorpio energy. He is truly heartbroken over something. Let's see his throat. This is where he has his issue. We have the Four of Wands here. This is the same one that was in Trump's, I think, sacral chakra. So this is, again, I feel like this card is often connected to the Democrats. I feel like he feels that he's speaking, that what he's saying is still in alignment with his upbringing some way. The other thing that it could be is that he feels like his speech is building a foundation of belief. Well, that foundation is already there. I'll tell you, there are a lot of people who don't trust medicine. There are a lot of people who don't trust, and it's not the doctors as much as it is the pharmaceutical companies, where the only option is, in a lot of cases, is pharmaceuticals, and it's not always the best way to go about it. And I know that he's, being raked over the coals for the whole antidepressant and all that stuff, um, which I don't think, I'm not saying that he's right. I'm saying that we really do need to figure out why everybody has to be on antidepressants. Perhaps it's not a chemical imbalance for people. Perhaps we need to look other places. The thing is, they're so busy attacking him for saying what he said. And he doesn't, it's when I watch it, they don't, when he wants to say something that's kind of makes sense, they still like attack him. So, I don't know. Let's see his third eye. Here we have the Hermit again. Well, that's interesting. It's the same third eye as JD Vance. Interesting. So he actually can be getting wisdom. There's wisdom coming through. So he is shining a light on some issues that otherwise would not be, the light would not shine upon. And the crown, same thing with JD Vance, right? The Two of Pentacles. So trying to find balance in his mind. It's also, as you sow, so shall you reap. So it could be that he's going to reap what he sows. So let's see here. I feel like he really is torn. He's torn between his ideas and what he wants to put out into the world and his relationship to his family. I think it is, and I guess I could do a card reading on his relationship to his family to see where he stands. Is he trying to break free and do his own thing? Is he trying to stand on their shoulders? He thinks he's the chosen one. He does have a bit of a messiah complex, I would say. But in his heart, he's very wounded. He's a very wounded soul. He's trying to reinvent himself after great loss, and I'm pretty sure the great loss was his dad. I mean, he was old enough for it to really matter and really sort of mold him. And he's tried, he lost his father. He lost his uncle. He lost his cousin, maybe John, I don't know. But there's been a lot of losses in his life. And now he has these two cups and he wants to reinvent, he wants to move on. This is in his heart. So he's not quite done with, the mourning process. But I will say this about him. This is all very clumsy and crazy, honestly. And the way that they're trying to disrupt to sort of seed new ideas. There are some ideas that are going to stick that he's bringing forth. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Well, a lot of the systems were broken to start with. I mean, the healthcare system, maybe not the research stuff, because we have so many crazy intelligent people working on this stuff. But certainly the whole system of healthcare is broken. I don't know if he's helping, but it was broken before he got there. All right, so that's what I did. Trump, Vance, Kennedy. Let me know if you enjoyed this. And I'll do another one soon, maybe sooner than soon. It's good to be back. Take care, everyone. Much love. Oh, check out Mystic Sisters tonight on Ona's channel, Ona's Tarot. That is the 6th. It's September 6th. Today's September 6th. It's tonight at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Join us if you like. And for those of you who are interested in taking my Introduction to the Kabbalah class, it's starting this coming Thursday. And it's 6 weeks, 7 to 9 on consecutive Thursdays. And it goes to, I think, to October 9th. I think that's 6 weeks. And I do record them. So you don't have to come to every class in case, there's an issue with timing, but you get every class. So if you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you. I'll leave a link below for that so you can join the fun. Okay. I'll see you soon, guys. Much love. Namaste.